Even the nice guys are rejecting me. Mid women are in shambles. I got a banger from Alpha Central. Let's get straight into it.
I was just at the thrift store and this guy kept following me around.
Okay, so far not so good.
I was like, what do you want? Like, you're being weird. And then he asked me out on a date and I was like, what would make you think that I would say yes? You're so ugly. And then it made me realize, like, every time I leave the house, it's always ugly, old, creepy men that follow me around stores. And I'm like, why would you think that we're in the same league? And it really messes with my head. Like, it really messes with my confidence because I'm like, maybe I am ugly. And like,
I mean, you do kind of look like an extra from VeggieTales.
Shots fired!
If I don't have my, like, beauty, then what do I have?
A person.
Wow, she's just admitting that her looks is the only thing that matters. Yeah, maybe a personality, maybe some character, maybe some elegance.
Personality? There is more to a person than just the way that they look. And might I add that looks don't stay around forever. And not everyone was gifted with good looks.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just no.
The truth is,
I mean, that's true. That's really sad. I wasn't gifted with good looks. I just do the most with what I got, bro. I do the most with what I got. And that's what I tell guys to do. Do the most of what you have. Figure out your face shape. Figure out what works for you. And, you know, if you can grow a beard, please grow a beard. If you can get a nice haircut, get a nice haircut. Be in the best shape possible. But, like, I don't have a 10 face. My face card's not on maximum. I'm not in Vogue. I'm not a male model. If I was, I'd be making bags. That's why I worked on my personality more than my looks, because I knew my personality would get me a lot farther than my looks.
What's the freakiest thing you'll do to me?
Ooh. Probably back away.
Back away, why?
Cause I you know, you ain't my type.
You can't handle me.
I don't, you know what? That's what it is.
You couldn't handle my type.
I probably couldn't, you know.
backing up is
Can't handle the big backs. My back can't handle it. It just simply cannot handle it. Too heavy to handle. You know, they say too hot to handle. But maybe it's too heavy to handle. Maybe that's what we should start saying, Jack.
Want to have any say in how you dress when you come out the house?
He shouldn't, because you should yourself have that respect for yourself. But a lot of girls here, specifically in Miami, dress half naked all the time. If I could be honest, I would never dress like that. I have a family. I have someone that cares for me, and I just don't like to be that way.
So when a woman comes out the house and she's dressing provocatively, is she trying to send a certain message to people?
In my thinking, I think you're sending a message of like, okay, like I'm letting everybody know that I'm available. But that's my way of thinking, though. That's
very true. I think our way of thinking is very correct. Women are marketers and men are salesmen. Ladies, if you dress provocatively, you are marketing that you are for the streets.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
If you dress modestly, elegantly, you will attract those types of men.
Speak for everybody.
And what led you to think that way as a woman?
Because, again, I have a daughter. I have people that I care for. So when I think of my daughter dressing like that when she's 16, 17, we know what guys think, we know what girls think, we know what the message sends. Even if you're not trying to, even if they do it because they think it's cool, you are going to send it because you're showing parts of your body that don't need to be shown, you know?
Finally, a woman who...
Facts. No, she's right on point. She's right on point, but I will say this. If she probably wouldn't have been a mother, she probably wouldn't have thought this stuff. Because being out in Miami, bro, this is Sin City.
Sat here and watched you say several times, my husband never calls me beautiful. And not once did you decide in this moment to turn and say, you're beautiful.
I mean, maybe he doesn't feel that way.
Because there's a whole bunch about not having the same emotional bandwidth to be able to communicate maybe the same way she does. She can be overly expressive. But there's another thing about just showing common decency to your wife.
Yes.
Your wife has literally said, you don't call me beautiful. And not one bone in your body thought to turn and tell your wife she's beautiful. Even right now.
She wanted poetry. He gave her...
That's what I'm saying, like... The thing is they want a disingenuous compliment. Why would this man's being real? And what I don't get is I don't know if this guy, the Kuramo Show, like is he? Yeah, so he's a gay guy. This is something that I'm like, gay guys giving advice on straight relationships. It's like, bro, it's like a guy that You know, it's like a taxi driver giving a sea captain instructions on how to drive a frickin' boat. It's like, bro, we're in different realms here, bruv. We're in different realms here. Stay in your lane.
Fascinated by, I'll say it. I'm absolutely fascinated by the way the mind works. Hive works. I'm fascinated.
Next
I cover it
documentary.
on my show. You are correct. It is trending.
And that's why
when
it's such a
Emma
hot
gets
topic
up
to
and does a
speak about.
video and says something like it's chic to be divorced before you're 30. It is absolutely fascinating to see how someone's mind can be so warped. You know, in the same way that I think it's fascinating when anybody does anything crazy or says anything crazy, and I cover it on my podcast. You know, I am not knocking it at all. I just tell people what the facts are. You can choose this lifestyle, and here is where you are 99.9% likely to lead in your life. You are probably not destined for marriage. You're probably not destined for a stable relationship. Men are going to not want this long term. You can say it 1,000 times. You can have 1,000 cultural examples, and women's still got to go out there and be, you know, because they're about their money and about a Cardi B song or whatever it is. So yes, I think it is fascinating, and it is why this is why I talk about it on my podcast, and why I'm very interested to talk to you guys. I hope you guys feel that I've been respectful in listening to, you know, your lifestyles, even though it's so different from mine.
They really should.
I love it. That's a great way to coin it, though, Candace, that it's interesting. It's so interesting, right? The whole mindset.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
It's just so interesting.
My life fully funded by men.
I'm just curious, but why does it seem that a lot of women out there have this particular mentality? Why do they deserve to have their lives paid for? I mean, why?
I want my nails paid for. I want my toes paid for. I want my shopping paid for. I want my hair paid for.
Baby girl, you got that plant at TJ Maxx.
Shots fired!
You need your home furnishings paid for.
I want my makeup paid for. I want everything paid for.
You know, there's actually a term that very accurately describes someone who has to live off of the lives of others.
And you know who's going to pay for it? You are.
You know, the saddest part of this is, and it's not the fact that they're basically advertising that they have no marketable skills and are having to live off of their looks alone. I wonder what they're going to do when they're not in their 20s or even their 30s anymore, and they start progressing towards their 40s and their 50s. I wonder if they actually have any job skills. No, but the saddest part about this is that there are actually a lot of men out there that would be more than happy just to pay for it to get her attention.
Guys.
That's why we got to end this epidemic, bro. There are men out there, pay pigs, sugar daddies. Stop it.
My best friend and my boyfriend.
Oh, I could tell by your lips.
And we all fell in love with each other.
I could tell by your lips.
And we all fell in love with each other.
I think he could tell by her lip.
What? What is that? This guy's reviewing his Tinder matches.
As a newly single 30-year-old, just trying to find love. The bio says, looking for friends, don't hit me up on some weird shit. I have a boyfriend. So I obviously said looking for friends on Tinder is quite literally insane, not gonna lie. Then I reported her. Just like principal.
As he should.
Reported her. What a savage.
Why is Mickey Mouse in your back?
Why is there an Avengers behind you?
Because the Avengers is cool and you're how old with Mickey Mouse in the back?
Stop. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
Yes, there is.
Don't be a hater just because you can't afford to go.
Can't afford to go is crazy. I make more than you do in a month in a week.
Really? By doing. Girls.
How'd you know?
You look like the type that flaunts their body on the internet.
You think that's an insult?
That is 100%.
It's 1,000% an insult. It's definitely not a compliment. Like, come on, bro.
Anymore, you don't feed ladies. I'm still a lady. Maybe a lady of the night, but a lady.
I feed ladies that I'm interested in.
So you're not interested in me. I was being too nice. I could talk like a New York. I can get like that. But I'm trying to keep it cute. So you can pay me.
I'm not paying you. That's out the window. I don't even know who you are.
Who raised you?
What?
Who raised you?
Raised you. Would your mother be proud of you right now?
Would your mother?
Yes, I think she would be.
I'm proud of you.
You tucked his shirt in. Every girl out here knows what that means. That means you're ready.
Oh, nah, you crazy as hell.
Signal like a Batman signal.
Oh, I'm untuck my. What you got to know, like, your tricks? How they know?
I just follow them.
You just follow them? So this is what you be doing. This is not new to you.
Yeah, you're not special.
I know I'm not special. I don't even want to be special to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to be special to you. This ends here.
So you just get free content and I get nothing.
Absolutely.
Bro, the begging is crazy.
You followed me. If anything, I feel the type of way.
You feel the type of way.
Because you followed me. I'm who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry to say, but her...
Bro, these women, this is crazy. Expecting him to just pay her for no reason. That cannot be real. What's going on here? Doesn't even care. What is this?
Wonder. So if I saw this Instagram and then met this person in person, I'd be wondering whether every single word and emotion and personality trait that I was witnessing was even real.
So is this a sociopath?
I don't think so.
No?
But it's a person that is obsessed with simulating a certain life. And this is a simulated life. And this is not, we're not seeing anything of real life.
In person, what would this person likely be like?
They would be very suggestible, very easily swayed by social trends.
How about the person they're with?
Probably superficial, artificial. The person is very driven by, I want this person so I can show them to other people. The same kind of person who wants this is very similar to the same person who wants a car, a certain type of car, just so they can show it to others.
If a literal CIA...
Bro, it's crazy. People really be on the internet trying to impress people they don't even know. Does somebody want some jerk, dude? Free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. I don't know who the quote is by, but it's like people buy things to impress people they don't know, or people buy things for people to impress people they don't like, or so, I don't know, something like that. Dude, I highly suggest not spending money on things to impress people you don't know. I highly suggest not doing that. Good Lord, are you okay back there, dude? Loki, you have to chew it first, bro. You gotta chew the food first. You want to impress people that you don't know? Get in really good shape. And you can dress well for cheap, bro. You can go shop at Shein, Boohoo Man, Fashion Nova. You can look nice, not have no brand names. I always say, style is cheap, brands are expensive.
Ask your man if he'd rather kiss you for $1 or someone else for $1,000. If he doesn't say he'll kiss you for free, I think you should start a fight.
She's asking women to set...
Bro, this woman is alone.
Shots fired!
Talking about asking a man that, baby girl, where's your man at? First of all, come on, bro.
Do OF.
You both do OF.
Both do OF. Good Lord. Big back. I thought they did LBs, not OF.
Congratulations on opening a small business. What type of content do you do? You put a Ring camera in. Oh, what do you do? Put a GoPro and someone is going there. Hey, a lot of stalactites in here. All right.
Been buying new outfits after my breakup.
Damn! You ever get broken up with so bad you start OnlyFans? When you started OnlyFans?
Yeah.
You broke up with him?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're on your own, and you're like, you know what's next?
Yeah.
Look at this! Look at it! So what type of outfits you're buying?
This is actually one of my new outfits.
That's one of your new outfits. What do you think you're gonna do with that? What do you think? What do you think you're gonna do with that? It's like just look at it. What is it? What do you think? It's like you got fishnets on. What are you going to catch a bat? What are you going to?
I took pictures and videos yesterday.
You started yours too, right?
I did a long time ago.
You just retired? How do you retire? 2 weeks, no more seeing it.
Before I got taken down.
The work was on before I got taken down.
Yeah, and then she started. After her, I got back on it.
You saw her and you were inspired. You were like, you ain't gonna be the only one in the mouth. You like girls, okay? Like the only one licking cootie.
If these women represent the...
Bro, what?
Big back.
These big back women talking about selling that Fremunda cheese? Brother? Who's buying that?
How much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh?
Yeah.
I currently weigh 149 pounds.
You're a liar.
About how tall are you?
I am 5'2".
Oh, that's big. 155, too big.
How long you been married?
I'm sorry, how long I've been married? 14 years.
What's your husband do for a living?
My husband is a bodybuilder.
Bro, what?
And he lets you post thirst trap pictures on the internet?
I don't post thirst trap pictures.
Ma'am, I'm looking at them right now.
Huh?
I'm looking at them right now.
What is the thirst trap picture?
I shouldn't have to pull up your content.
My husband followed me, so if there's anything on my page that my husband didn't approve of, I will remove it.
Is this you right here? Is this you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so this is not thirst trap?
No.
I love
If my husband had a problem with it, I would take it down in a New York second, with no second thought.
In a New York second. Thought it was a New York minute.
With no second thought.
Sounds like her husband needs to...
Good Lord. Sounds like her husband needs to raise the standards. I'll be honest. As soon as Cass and I started taking things very, very seriously, take everything down that I don't want on your IG. Everything that I don't like, take it down. Make the page private. You're not cool with that? It's not cool till we get married. And guess what she did? She made her page private and took everything down that I made her take down.
You know, let me just say something real quick to black women with love. You have your wig on, right? And then you put on a headband. I think that you think you're fooling someone, but we know you're just covering up the beginning of your wig, or maybe your edges ain't got laid down right, or maybe you're balding right here from all of those chemicals that you use. Stop doing that. Like, you're not fooling anybody, and it's very weird, okay? So just know that we're not dumb, okay? In case you were wondering. No, we're not dumb.
It's starting to be...
Dude, I love Marquette. He's so good. He's such a savage too, bro. I love it.
26, and I've been seeing this guy 33 for a few months now. While we started with the intention of something serious, I was the one who suggested keeping it casual because I didn't think he was where I wanted him to be in his life. He's 33, he's flat sharing, doesn't have a car, etc, etc.
Oh dear.
We've been clear about boundaries, and we both agreed that we would continue this dynamic until either of us find someone we want to settle down with. He has a 22-year-old female flatmate who, according to one of their other flatmates, has feelings for him.
Oh God.
The 22-year-old has said things like she really fancies him, has never been with a black guy before. And even, I've been on so many dates, but no one compares to him.
How do you know? Yeah, I was going to say, have you been on a date with him?
Yeah,
How do you know?
He claims she's not his type, and he brushes it off, but their closeness is making me jealous.
Oh.
Over Christmas, he took her with him to visit his family in Manchester.
What's going on?
Where they stayed with his dad and his sister from Christmas Eve to Boxing Day.
That's his girlfriend.
She also went with him to his birthday celebrations at his family home earlier this month.
What's going on?
32 and 32.
That's why I'm confused, though.
When I brought this up, he reassured me that I'm his type and that he's not interested in her. But the situation still bothers me. Here's the thing. I know I'm just his friends with benefits, and technically I shouldn't care, but I do. I like what we have. He's kind, he's caring, he treats me well.
Oh. So girls are terrible,
No,
man.
we do
this all the time. But now that somebody else is like, oh, he's kind, he's caring. Nah, we're terrible. Oh, Lord.
If she really liked him...
She's just admitting that she's the side chick.
Shots fired!
Baby girl, you're the side piece at best. It is what it is. Just let...
Really straight up ask my ex-boyfriend, how would you feel about me hooking up with other guys?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you every guy's worst nightmare in the flesh.
Literally just like that. He reacted not well.
How else did you think he was going to react? He is not... Wait,
I'd be like, yeah, baby, go get your back blown. It's whatever. If your girl ever asks this, immediately break up with her.
it's all Diddy's fault, isn't it?
I'm not joking. He lost his appetite. He was literally in the middle of lunch. He was like, I can't even finish my food just thinking about that.
And I bet 17 chicken nuggets. That is exactly the reason why he is ex-boyfriend.
I was like, okay, boundaries understood. I will not ask again. I never brought it up again, never even thought about it.
She thought about it.
You're a liar!
If not, how and why is she telling us?
I totally respected it. But hey, it doesn't hurt to ask.
It absolutely does hurt to ask, bro.
Friend literally told her how much it hurt, and she is saying it doesn't hurt to ask. The Delulu is too strong in this one.
And this is exact.
Bro, what, dude? If a girl is wondering about this, asking about these things, trust me, she wants to do it. And she's probably gonna do it. Just don't be the sucker that tries to hold a woman down that wants to go get her back blown by other guys.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
Lord have mercy.
Damn, I really never had a guy stay with me and it's like, I'm going food shopping for this house. I'm going to get a couple of other things. I'm coming back and get something for everybody. And he really went. He came back, had groceries for everybody and everything. I'm thinking, this is my dream man. I love it. He even had a jury, like, look, close your eyes. I was like, close your eyes vibes. Like, I'm thinking I'm living in awe. I closed my eyes. He opened his attendance rate, so he got me whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, you buying things. So now he said, I want to take you on a date. So I'm like, I'm thinking steakhouse. I'm thinking, big old lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Like
tennis bracelet to make you think that, okay?
Right. I said, yeah, we're gonna eat some lobsters. Lamborghinis.
He was driving a Lamborghini?
No, I thought we was finna eat some Lamborghinis or whatever.
You stupid.
Linguini? 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 Lamborghini? I thought we were about to eat some Lamborghinis.
Noodles. Well, whatever. Anyway, I thought we was eating, but he just wants.
Honey, your IQ is showing.
It just hit me. You mean linguini.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay. She can't even say the name.
Jesus crap, dude. Can't even say linguini. Whew, I hope he dropped her like a bad habit, brother.
What brings you out here? What brings you out here if you already have guys?
We want to get drunk. Girls' night.
Define your girls' night. How come girls' night can't be at the house drinking over there?
We just want to get drunk. Why would we get drunk at the house?
Because I just want to get drunk.
Yeah.
Why you want to do it in public?
Because you want to get attention from other men.
She's a runner, she's a track star. With other guys, knowing that they're going to hit on y'all.
I usually FaceTime my boyfriend 24/7 when I'm out.
But
Why
not
does
right
it matter? Just because
Are you FaceTiming him right now?
You stupid.
we have a boyfriend doesn't mean we can't be in public if there's other males around.
It actually does mean that.
Why not at the house though? Why there's
Why
no
not
guys?
at the house? Because why does it matter?
Because there's no guys at the house.
Why they got look this good?
My boyfriend go out, so I can go out.
But where does he go out though?
It's music. It's good vibes. It's good energy. We're in the city. We're at a bar. We're getting drunk. Like it's Cinco de Mayo.
Or is it because there's a lot of guys here and y'all crave the attention?
Definitely not because there's a lot of guys here.
I bet if the roles were reversed.
Bro, that's crazy work. It's not because there's a lot of guys. Well, then why are you dressed up, wearing makeup, dressing provocatively around other men? Like, come on.
For walking out of my own birthday dinner because my girlfriend turned it into her celebration.
Crazy
so
work.
my 25 male birthday was last weekend. I don't usually do anything big, but this year a bunch of my friends were in town and my girlfriend, 23 female, offered to plan something. I was genuinely excited. She made a dinner reservation at a nice place I've been wanting to try and said she had a little surprise planned. That surprise was that she invited a bunch of her friends, like 6 of them, people I barely knew. One of them I actively dislike because she used to hit on me when my girlfriend and I first started dating. My girlfriend brushed it off saying it would make things more fun and lively. Whatever, I tried to roll with it. But then at dinner, it just got worse. She spent the entire time talking to her friends. I was seated at the far end of the table next to 2 people I'd never met. She didn't even sit next to me. When the food came, they all toasted her for organizing everything and started talking about her upcoming promotion.
All right.
Her best friend gave a speech about how she deserves all the happiness in the world.
My birthday. What?
Not one mention of me or my birthday. No cake, no toast, no happy birthday, nothing. I literally just sat there while everyone gushed over her for 2 hours. Eventually, I got up, paid for my portion of the meal, and said I wasn't feeling well and left. I didn't make a scene or yell, I just quietly left. Later, she texted me saying that I embarrassed her in front of her friends and ruined the night. She said she tried really hard to make it special and I was being ungrateful. A few of her friends have messaged me saying I was being immature. Still, no happy birthday, no apology, just told me I was being dramatic and should be thankful she even organized something.
Yeah, get out.
I guess the dinner really was all about her. So yeah, I ended things.
There you go.
Good for you.
Good for
That's what I want to.
That is just.
Lord have mercy. Going through all that, that is crazy, bro. Just grabbing on guys? Baby girl, that's assault. What's up with that? Don't touch me. No, I don't want to hold hands. What is up with that? What are you doing? Don't touch me.
News, do you guys want to hear the most hilarious thing ever? And this comment pretty much sums it up. I made a video about a couple weeks ago about this girl right here, where she had her phone out during class, she was primping, she had her long nails going, and she was pretty much laughing in the teacher's face. Well, the funniest thing just happened. I guess she wasn't too happy about my video, because she just sent me this message on Instagram. She said, hey, I noticed you used my video in one of your videos. If you could take it down, thank you. I never gave you the right to use it, nor did I receive credit. Therefore, I have the right for you to take it down.
No, you don't.
If no response or action is taken within 48 hours, I will take further action. Hope we can easily resolve this. Thank you. I don't think she knows how the law works. And this is sort of proving my point that I made about her last video. That she was making fun of her teacher, that they graduated even though they were bad in class and were on their phone and doing whatever they wanted to do, because their teacher was forced to make them pass. Well, let me give you a newsflash, Dana. There's this thing called law of
fair use.
Fair use. And it permits a party to use a copyrighted work, which, sorry, your video isn't copyrighted, but let's say that it is, without the copyright owner's permission for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, and teaching. Well, guess what? In that video, I criticized you, and I was reporting on this video, and now I'm teaching you a lesson. So you can threaten me all you want, but I'm not taking the video down. Nice try, but try again. Bye-bye.
Bro, I've had people try to do that. And it's like, bro, fair use. There's a law that came out in 1976, fair use laws. You can't do nothing about it. It's fair use. You gotta love it when the law is on your side. Ain't that right, Lokes? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.